Hello everybody. Hello. This video, to cut to the chase, is going to literally show you how my online coaching works. I get questions every single week and I just want to basically make you guys fully aware of what to expect, because online coaching should be an investment. It is a long-term investment into your health, and I want to make sure that you are fully confident in your decision making and in my ability. I want to preface this video by saying that how I operate my business is how I operate my business. What you're about to see is unique to me. Online coaching and the effectiveness of it is completely dependent on the experience, on the passion, and on the results that that coach has. I do consider myself very experienced, having been on my own journey for over 15 years. I've been a personal trainer and now a full-time online coach. I live for this. I absolutely love helping people with their health and fitness. And in terms of my results, you can go to my website, it'll be in the description. I do believe my results speak for themselves. So on that note, let's do this. First thing is first, my entire online coaching service is in an app. There's no PDFs, there's no Google spreadsheets. This is a fully immersive, interactive experience. And that alone holds its weight in gold. So don't worry about being here, there, and everywhere. Messaging, nutrition, workouts, essentially everything I'm about to show you is in an app. That's very important to know. So now I have lost my cap, let's dive straight in. So this is a client of mine called Alan, and there's two reasons why I want to highlight his profile in particular. The first reason is, put simply, he has achieved life-changing results using my online coaching platform. And secondly, he is an A-star student and a shining example of somebody who uses this software and my service to its fullest. And those things work hand in hand. The more you utilize my software and my service, the more results you're going to achieve. So we're going to break this down into four main areas. And the first area is going to be workouts. Now, I do all of your programming, all of it. I essentially want to make your life easy as a whole, particularly in the gym. So when you go into the gym, as noted already, you go into the app, you will have your workout there, and not only will you have all the exercises, as well as the sets, the reps, the weight, but you'll also have exercise tutorials. Those exercise tutorials are there for you. It's to help you understand what it is the exercise is exactly, and in terms of safety, how you should be doing it and ensuring that we are preventing any form of injury from occurring. So here's an example of me doing a hack squat. First time that Alan's been doing it in terms of the programming, so I've asked for a little bit of a prompt, and so he's given me his version of the hack squat. And the beauty of this software is you can record yourself in the gym. If you are unsure about a movement and you're a little bit concerned for whatever reason, just pop your phone on that selfie camera, plant it against something, and just give me a brief video. I can guarantee I can highlight the area of focus and we can improve on that movement. And with that, you will simply improve your confidence in the gym. And you can do that with any exercise. One thing I want to make very clear as well is I'm not going to just be making up numbers. Your programming is going to be based on what you have completed prior to a given workout. So I know what Alan did on a quad extension, for example, all the way back in 2021. I know what he did on April the 15th, 2021. You just cannot get that with personal training, at least to my understanding, because I've experienced it and I know what it's like. With personal training, you're there for the hour every week. It can be amazing for what it is, but that level of tracking and progress tracking just simply isn't there to this kind of level. So I'm going to base your programming and I am going to progressively overload your training every single week or month, depending on your coaching plan, which I'll touch on at the end. But all of your workouts I do for you. You give me a little bit of feedback towards the end, and then if we delve into, say, another workout later on in the week, you'll notice that it's exactly the same. So he will give a little bit of feedback at the end, I'll give a bit of back and forth, and we'll just discuss how the workout has gone. Somebody asked me in terms of running, whether or not I can work with people who have running goals as well. Absolutely, I live and breathe running. Alan is a perfect example of somebody who utilizes coaching for that running side of things as well. I program based on your metrics, based on your goals. I'll add you on Strava, And based on all that information that I can get from there, I will give you runs every single week. I'll give you your total volume. I'll give you pace targets if needs be. And I'll simply tailor it exactly as I would for a workout program. So here is an example of a 10-mile run that I gave him, his average pace being 6 minutes, 14 seconds per mile. He's given me all these metrics as well as his new year goals going into the coming 12 months. And as a coach, I can take record of that in the goals section, which is over here. I put into reader mode here for the simplicity of reading it, but all of these goals I have tracked, and all of these goals we have achieved. And it's amazing to see what you can do in a short amount of time. But all of the running I will do for you. Now, in terms of nutrition, this is probably the area I get the most questions about. To the point, I do not do meal plans. I don't believe in them. I don't think they're sustainable. I personally don't utilize them myself, so I can't therefore preach it to other people. I believe you can eat whatever you want and look the way that you want, but what you need to keep in mind is quality and quantity. So I give you calories based on you, your lifestyle, your goal, and your preferences. So in Alan's case, I've prescribed him 2,230 calories. Of that, 260 carbs, 70 grams fat, 140 grams protein, 25 grams of fiber. He's currently in a calorie deficit. We're trying to lose a little bit of body fat, so that's typically a little bit lower than what he would normally eat. Now, what you can see at the top of the screen here, you as a client don't need to worry about it, but essentially it shows me, the coach, a trend in calories, a trend in intake, whether it's increasing or decreasing. I can make informed decisions based on the data that you give me. This software integrates fully with MyFitnesspal. So if you add anything into MyFitnesspal, it will link into here. And therefore I can make, again, informed decisions on your nutrition. If I'm concerned that Alan's fat is a little bit too high, he loves halloumi cheese, for example, I can go onto his individual diary. I'll add you on MyFitnesspal and ask that you share your diary with me, and I can look at exactly what it is that you're eating. If I don't need to look to that kind of detail, I can simply look at your averages for the week. Anything you see here is going to be, well, that's in red, has gone over or under slightly. So I can look at that as a coach every single week, and I can assess the impact that has had, if anything. But in terms of the nutrition, you can eat whatever you want, but within the guidelines that I give. And I guarantee, I've done this most of my life, it works. Trust me. The third area is support. Now, this is quite open-ended, and this is a huge differentiator between personal training and online coaching. You have access to me in the palm of your hand. This is my full-time job. I am at your disposal. If you need me, then you directly message me via the app. Alan is no different to that. We can jump into an online message in the bottom right corner of your screen here. You know what, I'll go full page here. And we can have back and forth on whatever it is that you want to talk about. It can be something as silly as you think possible. No question is a silly question, and I always implore that with my clients. We're here to get you results, and if something is holding you back, or if something has caught your eye or is causing you a little bit of concern, ask me and I will reply as soon as I possibly can. So you have access to me 24/7, so message me when you feel necessary. In terms of additional support, and this is a big area of mine, and this is a question that I got on Instagram, is how often do you do check-ins? So I do check-ins in two different ways, every week or every month, depending on your coaching plan. Again, I'll touch on it at the end. Alan has weekly check-ins. Now, this is going to be very similar to your own, but it's going to be unique to you. So there'll be a couple of topics that are going to be different, but generally speaking, there's a similar theme. So we're going to talk about your weight. So you just literally, open-ended, talk to me about how you feel about your weight. Likewise, your weight training. Has this week provided any challenges? Have there been any opportunities that we can work on? Have there been any personal bests? Have there been any achievements? Anything. In terms of your running, have you hit the targets that I've given you? Have you felt really good whilst you're running? Have you enjoyed a new route potentially that you've introduced yourself to? Nutrition, have you hit your targets? If not, why not? Anything that you're struggling with in particular, protein, fat, carbs, whatever, talk to me about it. If you have smart technology like an Oura Ring or an Apple Watch, let's discuss the data. I love data. Progress pictures, which I'll touch on any moment now, but progress pictures, how do you feel when you look in the mirror? Are we making progress? Do you want to see an improvement in a certain area? Let's talk about it. Injuries, we don't want them, but it's a part of life sometimes. We want to prevent them first and foremost, but if we do have a little niggle, how do we work around it? Tell me, I will implement the necessary fix. Social and work commitments, this is a huge one. One of the most anxiety-inducing experiences, especially for example if you're trying to lose weight, is going out at the weekend with friends and you're just not wanting to overeat and put yourself in a position where you're going to struggle to eat the calories. What I will do as a coach, if you give me warning, if you give me the heads up in your weekly check-ins, I can plan around your weekend. I can bump up your calories at the weekend and pull them back earlier on in the week. So as a whole, it balances out. Equally with training, if you cannot train on a certain day of the week because of maybe work or family commitments, let me know. I will work around you. This has to work for you, not me. And that's something I really want to stress. I'm here to get you results, and I promise I can do that. There's always a success, so we should be celebrating it. And then overall thoughts, generally speaking, how has your week gone? Open-ended, talk to me about it, and then we'll have a bit of back and forth. You will probably see me more than you will like, but I make no apologies for that, because the more we communicate, the more results I can get you. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you the heads up. You are gonna see this mugshot more than you anticipate. But this is a huge part of why I get the results that I do. So support is non-stop. I'm here when you need me most. Finally, I want to talk about progress. What gets measured makes progress. And Alan is a perfect example of that. Let's rewind back to Alan 1.0. November the 21st, 2019. This was Alan. Just make a note of that. Progressively, we started to implement online coaching. We were tracking everything. We were starting to get results. The weight was shifting. His physique literally started to transform. And all of a sudden, he was a completely different person. We got incredibly lean. I'm talking around 7% body fat. And then we increased the weight slightly. We got up to around 10% body fat. And look at him now. He's a different person. And even looking back at this now, it's so rewarding to see as a coach that he has taken ownership of his health. And he's pushed himself forward, and he has literally transformed his mind and certainly his body. A completely different person. And progress pictures is something that I will be ensuring you take. You don't have to show me, but it will be in your diary. There will be a task there for you to fill in your progress pictures. Front, back, and side, same conditions every single week, because it really does paint a true picture in terms of where you are at. I mean, just look at the results. It's just, it's absolutely incredible. So progress pictures are really, really important. In addition to that, I can track anything that is important to you. So it can simply just be your weight. I get my clients to track their weight every single day, because then it gives a true representation of how your weight is fluctuating. We can take the average for the week and we can build on that. It's unfair to weigh yourself once a week, because it's every possibility that one weigh in is the heaviest one that you've had in 7 days. And that is not good for your mental health. So all of your weight, we can track. VO2 max, heart rate variability, step count, sleep. Going back to the gentleman who asked me on Instagram about running, let's take data. Let me know when you get a PB, 5K, 1K, 1 mile, 10K, half marathon. Let's track it. The software does it all for us. I will prompt you when to input the data. You can obviously go and do it yourself. But when we have that data, we can actually look at how amazing we are doing and the progress we are making. So it's really important that we take track of all of this information. And again, my software allows for that, and it's something that personal training just, in my opinion, does not allow for. And so they're the main areas that I really want to highlight in this video. I do everything for you, and I absolutely love doing that. You need to execute, but I will give you the structure and the guidance that you need. I have 3 different coaching plans available. The first of which is simply workouts. It does what it says on the tin. I give you a month worth of programming, and then every single month it refreshes. You have access to the app, you have access to me as a coach. Go and execute the work. Let's see where we get to. The second package is advanced. That is the same as workouts, but it comes with nutrition coaching and monthly reviews. A monthly review is a deep dive into all the data. Again, all of those metrics, progress pictures, nutrition, workouts. every single month. The final plan is called Ultimate, and this is all the bells and whistles. This is the one that Alan experiences every single week. He has everything at his disposal, including weekly check-ins. So every 7 days, he's going to get fresh programming, fresh nutritional targets if needs be, and just weekly targets. They can change, chop and change however we see fit. He also has customized weights. You'll notice on the workouts, I give him specific weight targets. So a Pendlay row is 50 kilograms. You only get that kind of level of detail with the Ultimate package. But I want to end this video by saying that my Ultimate package is notably cheaper than what you would be paying for to see a personal trainer once a week for a month. And I want to leave that thought with you. And I say this with pride because I know how good my service is. I'm going to leave my website in the description. If you are genuinely interested with working at me, go to my website, look at the results that I get, and then let's have a chat. 5-10 minutes and let's start working towards your goals. I am very competitive for what I do. I am very proud of my service. And again, with the amount of detail I go into, I think it's going to surprise a lot of people how much you're going to get for your money and time. So that's everything. I won't go into anything more. If I have missed something, then please let me know. I can message you privately. Or of course, again, go to my website, book a call, we can have a quick chat. But I love what I do. I get such a buzz from going through profiles like this because it just goes to show how effective my coaching is and how amazing the results can be. People literally are transforming their lives, and I would love for you to be next. So yeah, hope this has helped. Any questions, let me know.